Hello everyone and welcome to my major project presentation. My name is Kat Samir Kumar Patel and my project focused on credit-based modeling. This is crucial application of machine learning designed to help a financial institution classify loan applicants based on their likelihood of loan repayment. The objective is to build a robust classification model that accurately predicts the loan status or risk associated with a potential borrower. This project provides hands-on experience in data pre-processing, model training, evaluation, and interpretation. For this task, I am using a dataset named loandetection.csv. I have followed a standard machine learning pipeline. Data pre-processing features scaling modeling, training, and model evaluation. Let's deep dive into the analysis. Part 1. Data presentation and exploratory data analysis. The first step is always to set up our environment by importing the necessary libraries. I import NumPy and Pandas for handling the data, Matplotlib and Seaborn for potential visualization, and several essential modules from scikit-learn for our machine learning tasks, including train, test, split, logistic regression, and key metrics. Loading and inserting the data. We start our basic EDA by loading the loandetection.csv dataset into a Pandas data frame. A quick inception shows we are working with a sustainable dataset, 41,188 rows and 60 columns. The high number columns confirm that the original categorical feature have already been processed using techniques like one-hot encoding, resulting in a dataset ready for modeling. Next, I use the info method to get a technical summary. This output reveals the critical and high favorable findings. All 41,188 entries are non-null across all 60 columns. This means our data is perfectly clean, there are no missing values, eliminating the need of complex data cleaning steps like imputation. Every column is correctly loaded as an integer data type integer 64. The describe method gives us descriptive statistics, showing the average age is about 40 years. It also highlights features like days. This is that last contract, which has a high mean of 962.47, splitting features and target. The core task is to predict the risk, which is encoded in the target column, loan status level. We separate our data into features, which contains 59 predictor column and the target variable y. We then split the data into training, testing, that evaluate our model ability to generalize to unseen data. We use standard 80 by 20 split, reserving 20% of the data, which is 8,238 rows for testing, and using the remaining 32,950 rows for training. Part 2. Feature scaling and model training. Feature scaling. Feature scaling is crucial for models like logistic regression. I use the standard scaler to standardize our features. We feed the scaler to the training data to calculate mean and standard deviation, and then transform both the training and test sets. This standardization ensures that no single feature eliminates the process due to its large scale. Model selection. We train and evaluate two robust classification models. First, logistic regression. We initiated and trained the logistic regression model using our scaled training data. The model performs well, achieving 90% training accuracy and 90% test accuracy. Second, decision tree classifier. Next, we evaluate a non-linear model, the decision tree classifier. I initially tested with a maximum depth of 6. To simplify the model and prevent potential overfitting, I reduced the depth and retained in with a maximum depth of 5. We use this final decision tree model to generate a prediction for both our training and test sets. Part 3. Model evaluation and interpretation. I evaluate the performance of decision tree model using the confusion matrix and the classification report. Training set evaluation. The confusion matrix for the training set provides a breakdown of correct and incorrect prediction. True negative, 28,803, correctly predicted non-risky loans. True positive, 899, correctly predicted risky loans. False negative, 2,806, loans predicted as safe but we are actually risk. False positive, 442, loans predict at risk but we actually safe. The training accuracy score is high, 90.14. The test set evaluation. The test set evaluation is the true measure of our model performance on unseen data. The confusion matrix for the test set is the overall test accuracy score is 89.45. The classification report is crucial for understanding performance of each class. Interpretation. Accuracy 89%. The model is highly accurate overall. Class 0 non-risky. The model is excellent at identifying non-risky applications with an outstanding R recall of 98%. Class 1 risky. This is a critical class. The precision of 60% is moderate, but the recall is only 21%. This means the model only successfully identified 21% of the total truly risk applications. The remaining 79% were missed, which represent the primary area of improvement, as these missed cases pose the greatest financial risk. Part 4 Conclusion. This credit risk modeling project successfully demonstrated the application of the machine learning pipeline. We confirmed that our data was clean, we could scale our feature, and the trained two efficient models, both of which achieve a high overall accuracy 90%. The detailed evaluation of decision tree models show that while its predictive power is strong, its ability to identify the risk group is primary constraint. This is likely due to inherited class imbalance in the dataset. Future work will involve techniques such as SMOT or adjust class weight to improve the model sensitivity to the crucial minority class, thereby minimizing costly false negatives. This project has provided a strong foundation in the understanding